Welcome to an alphabet of fairy from tales of fae and folk, and this time's letter is B. In this snippet of folklore, we will look at the Boag, the Boabhan Sith, and the Bucca Dhu. The Boag is a male water fairy, a localized fairy of place, something quite common when we begin to study fairy folklore. This watery creature's place is an old river mill and bridge across the river Biss, which is a tributary of the river Avon, found in Wiltshire in England. The Boag is tiny, only 30 centimetres, 12 inches tall. His nose is cherry red in colour, probably due to his love of drinking the local cider. Despite his small size, he is quite a deadly fellow. He would hide under the bridge and imitate the screams and cries for help of young women, crying for help as they were drowning. Of course, brave young men would jump in to try and save the poor women, only to be grabbed by the Boag, wrapped in spiders' webs, and drowned themselves, the victims of the Boag. Things did not end well for this evil fairy creature, though. It was said that all the spirits of those who had been his victims rose together. They joined each other in a great wailing, and this noise, this wailing, summoned another fairy creature to that place, one that rode a white horse. This fairy caught the Boag. It tied him up tightly in a rope that it carried, and it threw the Boag off the bridge and into the deep water. Once the wicked creature hit the water, the spirits of the drowned surrounded him, caught him, imprisoned him in a cage of gossamer threads, and vowed to torment him for all eternity. Boabhan Sith are wicked Scottish vampiric fairy women that live in the remote highlands of Scotland. These are beautiful to look upon, and yet are known to prey on young men travelling through the lonely regions. They crave the blood of these young male victims. At first they may appear as crows or ravens, innocent enough, that then transform to beautiful young fairy women, dressed in white or green, a sash of plaid finishing their dress. And yet, should one get a glimpse of their feet, the young men will find that they are looking at hooves. These are wailing fairies, and their cries can be heard for miles around the highlands. It is believed by some that the Boabhan Sith are deadly forms of the white lady types of fairy maiden. The name Boabhan has a root in the old Scald Crow, derived from the Irish Babda, a sinister goddess of war whose own name was associated with fairies and also the Hoodie Crow. The Bucca Dhu, or Black Spirit, can be found in the far southwest of England, in the Celtic county of Cornwall. From its name we can see that it is obviously related to the Bucca of Wales and the Bog or Bugaboo of England. This is an evil creature, thought once to be considered a god of the sea that washes around most of the land of Cornwall. Over time this veneration changed to fear and then disdain of the Bucca Dhu, and with this change so his lore changed. He is now known as a fairy of the mines, working mischief in the many tin mines that have left Cornwall full of holes, tunnels, mines and hollows over the centuries. He also persecutes the fishermen that work the seas surrounding the Celtic county. For children he was a figure of terror, used as a threat when naughtiness took hold, threatened that the Bucca Dhu would appear and carry them away. Once there was a Bucca Dhu near the village of Paul who stole a fishing net. The local church choir chased the creature, praying all the time that they were running. The fairy fled all the way over Paul Hill to Tolkien. Once here the fairy creature threw the net, and using his magic, the Bucca Dhu transformed it into a rock, and this strange stone can still be found there to this very day. I hope you enjoyed this time's telling of tales. Take care, brightest of blessings, and remember, don't play with the fairy folk, or you may end up in one of my folk tales yourself.